But I think we get so emotional about our mistakes. We take it so personally. We think that somebody's punishing us, the universe, the gods, And so, because they're punishing us, oh, we must have done something really horrible. Yeah, probably. But that was then. What are you going to do now? And this is where knowledge helps us. When we have the knowledge, we can let go of these attachments to our fears, these attachments to our grief, these attachments to poor me syndrome. Why is my life like that? Easy way. Travel with me to India and see the poverty. You'll be fine. It's an easy way of what we call pratipaksha bhavana, replacing that negative with something positive or something even more negative to make you feel that how lucky you are and how deserving you are of that joy. And you are here because you deserve it. You wouldn't be where you are, living in one of the most beautiful places in the world. I really think so. Beautiful climate. If you hadn't done something beautifully good, you must have done, And then to be so grateful for what you've done to deserve this place. Okay, things get a bit tough now. There's a crisis. And okay, so you're a little bit poor. Better to be poor in a nice climate than to be poor in a freezing cold climate. So you become vegetarian, live on potatoes and vegetables. Very good for your body. Wonderful for a little while, And it's how we see things. We're so used to seeing that we should be unhappy. Things are not working for us. We should be unhappy. But we need to change that. That's an attachment to old ideas. Really old ideas that have all been socially put into us. And this is why I fell in love with my guru. Because the first thing he said to me was, your birthright is to be happy. Did you know that? So refreshing to him. But he says, in order to be happy, you need to be healthy. You need to have a healthy ego, not have arrogance and pride. You need to have a very clear, crystal clear mind. And you need to have a beautiful heart full of love. You need those things before happiness can come to you. So he set up like a little recipe for being happy. And ever since then, I've been following that recipe. And I tell you what, it works. But it takes many years to unblock all the conditioning we have. It takes many years. And the idea is to be patient with yourself. The thing about us human beings, we may have a lot of patience for somebody else's mistakes. You see how children, we bring them up? We have quite a lot of patience, don't you think? At least I should hope so. But we are children ourselves, with a grown-up body. That's the truth. And we force ourselves to be so grown-up that we don't have patience with us. We don't have fun like children do. We think we have to behave a certain way. And we lost our fun. Master Chinmayananda said, you become really spiritual when you become childlike, not childish. Big difference. And with the practice of spirituality, you actually become, much freer, like children, they're free. We're worried the wind, it's cold, did you eat this? They're happy to run up and down and enjoy themselves. I was saying last Wednesday, remember when we were young and we were being brought up, our friends used to argue and fight. The parents never interfered. We would always sort it out. Bullying is separate, all right? That's totally different. And so you have to learn to sort it out with your friends. And 2 or 3 days later, you're talking again. Then you've got your little groups, you argue, and the next you're best friends with your enemies. And you just work it out. But nowadays, there's so much attention. The kids don't learn to work out their own problems. They need to learn. Because if we do all the thinking for them, they're never going to learn how to think and forgive and make friends. I remember my children used to fight, because you know when you have children, 2 or 3, they're always arguing. So they say, Mommy, my brother did this, and I said, so sort it out. Sort it out. I said, you both want to kill each other? No problem. Go into the room, I'll close the door. Why don't you kill each other? Tell me when you're done. Oh, Mom, we don't want to fight anymore. See, I've given them permission. Do you see? But to sort it out themselves, not to come to me. Because if I take one side, the other person, Mom, you were a bit hard. You shouldn't have been so rude to my brother. You can never win. You can never win. Even in relationships with husband, wife, and children. You know, if a child has a problem with the father, they'll tell the mother, right? Manipulation. Yes, you know that one.
No, I'm sorry, can I just say that one?
Kim is going, okay, what are you going to say now?
No, with our boys, they were in a situation like that, and we said exactly like this: you need to sort it out. If you want to kill each other, let's do it. So we put helmets on them. They got helmets on and 2 pillows each, and they were beating away on each other until they got tired, and then they became friends.
They were about 9, so they're not 18 like
No,
that.
they were
Yeah. But it's worked. Did they get along?
Yeah.
See, it worked. They get along. How many brothers don't get along these days? So wisdom, yeah. It really teaches them to find it out, get it done with no interference. But why do we interfere? And why do we interfere in others' lives? Why do we allow other people to interfere in our lives? Why? Because we're so attached to what is right and what is wrong. You know, I always say what is right is how if you can live freely without hurting anyone. You know, at least your intention is not to cause harm. Your intention is to give love. How to do it is so hard because there are so many, it's like a matrix. You know, sometimes you just don't know what is right or wrong anymore. Do I forgive? Do I not forgive? Do I let go? Don't I let go? Do I stay? You know, all this love. But if I love, I get hurt, you know. I got an email the other day, you know, from somebody, my husband comes home drunk, beats me up, abuses me. I can't do this anymore, but I'm scared to be alone. So my answer to the person is, you need to ask the question, what is better? To live a life of misery and pain, or to be peaceful and alone? It's a question you have to ask yourself. What's more important? You see, it's ourselves. So we sacrifice for a little security a lot of abuse. A lot of abuse for a little security. And what is security anyway? You're going to die at the end of the way. I was madly in love with my husband. 34 years. He died on me. I mean, it's true. I can laugh about it now because he died on me. Cheeky man. Cheeky, you know. You promised me at our old age we'll walk together on the beach, 2 old people holding hands. Never mind, can't be helped, he's flying. He's flying. But it's a reality, you know? So what are we holding on to that is ever going to be ours forever and ever and ever? Nothing. Nothing is ours forever and ever and ever and ever. And you can only be happy when you know that nothing is yours forever and ever and ever. Don't get so stuck on it. Don't get so attached to it. So some people will go into denial mode. Oh, maybe the Gita will be talking about this today. Denial mode. And they go, I won't have anything then, because everything makes me miserable. So I'm running away to the mountains. And some people will embrace the world, love it all, and accept it all, and still maintain that attachment. This is my road. You know, I many times thought of being a monk. But I realized my place is in the world, as my master told me. I wouldn't meet such lovely people. Anyway, there are more challenges. It's more difficult, because people will insult you here, and they'll tell you things, and they'll judge you and watch everything in your life. Oh, she did this. Oh, she went out. Do you know she did this? It's funny. It's funny. It makes me laugh, because I know why I do things. And you have to learn to know why you do things. I know I do everything from a place of love, because if I don't, I feel sick right away. That's I just don't feel good because I lose my balance. And we're all that way. We're all the same. I've learned that about human beings. You know? I've learned that about the monks when they give so much and they receive nothing. They're in emptiness, so they need love. They need love as much as we do, but they can't say it. Do you know? And this is why when we have Mataji here, we just want to love her, don't we? We just want to love her. And she was so sweet. Mataji is the monk, for those who didn't meet her, who was here. We took her to Avila. So happy. She said, you know, you make my 72 years of dreaming come true. What an honor for me and Shanti to do that for her, you know? It was such an honor for somebody who gives all her life. But they do get love too. We all need love. It's what the world goes round. But you don't get love unless you learn to love yourself. And how do you learn to learn yourself? You learn to respect yourself. And that's the hard work in this world. Be honorable. If you're a business person, do business honestly. Don't overcharge. Don't cheat. Help in your life other beyond your community. Not just your family. Many people go, oh, I'm good to my family. Who isn't? Easy, isn't it, to look after your own family? Who doesn't? Do you know anybody who doesn't? You know, once your children grow up, what do you do? People tell me, oh, I've practiced. Another student of mine, practiced yoga 12 years. I'm still unhappy. Yeah? Why are you unhappy? But you know, really, I got more peace now than I ever have, and I'm much better now, so make up your mind. Are you peaceful? Are you unhappy? I'm peaceful, but there are days when I feel unhappy. But you know, I don't want to mix with the others, because some people are really, really in the yoga center, or they think they know it all. And what do you think you are doing? And why are you lonely? And why are you sad? Because now, what have you done with your knowledge? You think you know more than them. You have no compassion towards them. You've lost compassion because you feel everybody should feel compassionate towards you because you're alone. And nobody bothers to pick up the phone to call you. I said, have you bothered to pick up the phone to call anybody? No, but they are not the one who's lost a parent. I said, really? Do you know 4 people since you've not come have lost parents? Have you called them? So you see what we do to ourselves, why we become unhappy. How do you expect people to care for you when you are never there for them? My father had a very good philosophy. He used to say, just give love, give love. Don't expect anything in return, that's a bonus. But he was wise. Give love, give, and that's all he did. And my father, surrounded by love. He was surrounded by love. All his brothers, 6 brothers, adored him. His 2 sisters, absolutely, he was called the guru of the family. Anybody got a problem? Call Dad. Then all the charity he did all over the world. He sacrificed getting 0 education. He started working at 12 so that his brother, who's the brains of the family now and still alive, could get the best education ever. My father, because he did all that, all his brothers started working as a tailor at the age of 12, sewing till 3 o'clock in the morning, collecting chocolate for his wages and sharing it with the whole family, 1 piece each. Got a doctorate, got a knighthood without any education. Because he earned respect. See, there are some things we have to do in our lives to earn that respect. It's very easy to say, everybody should love me. Why? So we have to go a little bit away from our personal desires and make them more wholesome. Because we really, really don't belong to ourselves. So first you have to learn to love yourself, to know you don't belong to you. You're just here. When you learn to love yourself, you know you respect your time on earth. You respect it. You don't waste it. And when you are tired, and you need your rest or you need your quiet time, you will say so. And when you need to party, you will party. But you will know what to do to respect your time on this earth, because it's so short. It's so short. And you will do things that will mean something to you. You won't waste it on nonsense. But everything you do, you will do it with love. If you feel like watching a good film, you'll enjoy the film and have so much fun. Didn't we enjoy watching Mission Impossible 4? It was great, wasn't it? We really enjoyed it, to enjoy it all. Anyone saw it? Yeah, somebody said to me, you watch Mission Impossible 4? I said, why? It has violence in it. I said, look around you. Would you want me to pretend nothing exists? I watch it, I leave it, I enjoy it, it's closed, finished. I hope I do that the same thing with the end of my life. When it's time to go, bye. You all enjoy yourself. I'm flying. But you can't do that until you train yourself while you're living. Recently, I was in a hospital visiting somebody, and this person spent their life always thinking about themselves. Why? I need this, I need that, everybody should feed me. So at the end of this person's life, so much suffering. Still worried about all these things when she's in her deathbed. It's so sad. I was trying to say, think of the life. Forget about your material things. You're on your deathbed. Why are you thinking about those things? Try to help, but I couldn't. Karma. All your life you worry about something. At the last moment you can't switch it off. No matter how much we tried, no matter how much I tried, couldn't switch off from, but what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen with this, couldn't switch off. Kind of what you were saying, yeah? They can't. It's karma. You have to practice it now to be ready. So all we can do is pray for these people. Just praying. God, make her suffering less, not so much. Because this person was saying, I'm living in hell, I'm living in hell, I'm living in hell. Of course, broken body, broken mind. Can you imagine? At least if you have a broken body and a great mind, wow, you can do a lot of meditation when you're sick. A lot of good things. You can pray for the whole world. Do a meditation sending light out, and it make you feel so good because you're distracted from your pain. You become distracted. So these are the little things that, we talk about renunciation in yoga, and I have to give up everything. I think if we had to give up everything, none of this beauty would be been created. Give up that which causes you problems. Learn that nothing is yours and everything is a gift. Automatically you'll go into renunciation when you know that nothing is mine. Everything is temporary. This house I have today may go tomorrow. Don't know. Doesn't matter. I enjoy it for a little while. Wonderful. In fact, when I had the liver operation just in December, remember? Somebody asked me, oh my God, you just got the house of your dreams, and what if you die in the operation? Because it was a very serious operation. What are you going to do? I said, easy come, easy go. I'm not bothered about the house. I just don't want to give my kids too much trouble. I need to, if I'm going to go, I'd like to set everything in order for them. That's all. Not bothered. And you can see, that's what makes people worry. The attachment makes you worried. And if you're worried, so worried, how can you enjoy today? You can't enjoy today because you've got too many things in your head going round and round and round and round and round, thinking. So a beautiful moment passes you by and you miss it. A beautiful opportunity. Somebody says, you look pretty, but you're too busy thinking, you don't even hear it. You look great today. You don't because you're too busy. And I've seen people do this. The other day I was talking with a group of people, I think it was in Gibraltar, everybody chatting, and this person was feeling really down, and somebody just walked in and said, oh, it's so nice to see you. I miss you. This person who was telling me about their problems didn't even hear that. So I stopped this guy, and I said, did you hear what she just said? What? I said, could you repeat it again? so nice to see you, I miss you. You really miss me? Didn't even hear it. Something nice passes you by, but your mind is so busy, you can't hear it. It's sad, isn't it? So this is the idea of getting knowledge, so you can brainwash yourself to look for all the right things in your life to make you live a good life, a happy life, a loving life, a sharing life, because it's not only yours, it's everybody you walk with. And how much difference you make that makes you like yourself. The joy you spread. Rick, how good you felt when you helped your friend die beautifully. Didn't you feel great?
Absolutely.
It changed you.
Yeah.
It changed you. It changed him. He helped a friend die beautifully because nobody would talk to his friend. It changed him. I watched a character change for a little while. And how many people do you help? What did you tell me, Holly? How many times did you say, I want to do more service. If I do services, I get out of myself. I get out of myself. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Nelly, you wanted me to remind you about the pen and paper and do bad points, what we're going to do today.
Okay, did everybody bring pen and paper? Okay, great. So let's have some fun before we go into this. Thank you for telling me. See, I totally forgot. What page are we on?
We're on page 69, number 35.
Okay, so I'm going to just can I just read the next few sutras and then we'll start to do your work? I got time. I'm going to read this because this is really important and I think it'll make you write very differently. It's the last few slokas for this chapter. Page 69. When you realize this truth, Arjuna, you will never be confused again, and you will clearly see that all things in creation are part of you and part of me. And what is this truth he talks about before? If you seek enlightenment from those who have realized the truth, prostrate before them, question them and serve them. Only then are you open to receive their teachings of sacred knowledge. And here it just means humility to any kind of knowledge. When you have humility, then you can receive. If you're proud and arrogant, you cannot receive. It's like if a friend comes to you, oh, you know, I really want to learn something. You want to teach them, don't you? Well, when somebody goes, well, I know this and this and this, and what else can you teach me? And you go, you know what, you don't need me, go find somebody else. You really don't need me. So humility is really, really important to receive. And then it says, when you realize the truth, you will never be confused again. And the truth that all spiritual teachers should be teaching is this truth, that you will clearly see that all things in creation are part of you and part of me. In other words, everything that exists is divine. We come to earth in different bodies to learn about the divinity in each one of us. I always say this, God made God in so many different forms to experience God. Because you cannot touch God. People think it's a wise old man. No. He sends the sons down to do that. But you cannot touch, feel, and all these particles that we come from is divine. So we must be. When we can awaken the divine in us, then we become like gods. And how to do it, this is what this whole book is about. And of course, when you start to see it in yourself, you start to recognize it in everyone. And so when somebody is treating you bad, you learn not to be confused. I love them. Because they have a beautiful spark. But you know what? Their mind isn't so well. So if I tell them I love them and give them the language of my heart, they cannot understand it because their mind is coming from a different dimension. So how must I behave to help them? Not how much, oh, this person is mean and it's bad, and so they shout at me, I'm going to shout back. No. Maybe sometimes that's required. What do they need to make a difference? Some people need heart treatment. Tough love, they call it. Some people need compassion and gentleness. So then you don't get confused because it's not about you. Because you realize everybody's the same as you. So what can you do to lessen their load? And if they don't listen, you walk away. Because they can't understand that truth that we are all one. They can't. And it's not their fault. Different times, different karmas, different this. Learn to walk away. It's okay. It's okay. We're not here to change anybody. It's their job to change themselves. We just give love. What's best? Like I said, and sometimes it's tough love. We don't know. But at least you'll know what to do when you have this knowledge. So get the knowledge and then life becomes so much easier. I promise you that truth. Before the knowledge, there's lots of confusion. Then it takes years to decipher all the information. But it's as long as you want. You work hard on yourself in the sense of not struggle and fight with yourself, but love the work. I meditate every day. I love my meditation. As long as I do 5 minutes a day and I'm happy with it, I'm going to do 5 minutes a day. And then if I can't meditate, I'm going to be every few hours, I'm going to stop, take a deep breath, and look around me, and just be aware of the earth. You just do those kind of exercises all the time, and you see how your life changes. It's so simple. We just don't take the time to do this and say, wow, I've been waiting in a car, and wow, what a beautiful day, and ugly day, how pretty the rain looks, and and think about how the rain and feeding the people, and it was so nice the rain last week, we needed it. It's so beautiful to watch it. And think about how the grass is being fed, the trees are being fed, and then they get fed, we get fed. They don't get fed, we don't get fed. And then you see such a big picture. And then it makes you, wow, what an incredible world we live in. Where are you going to have time for, he said that, she did that, they did that, my job, my this. You don't have time anymore. There's too much to do here. That's so beautiful. So much to do that is so beautiful. Why waste time on nonsense? So, even if you had been the worst sinner on the raft of this realization, you will certainly pass over the ocean of sin and evil. Doesn't matter. You see, even if you're the worst sinner, if you know, you can change. Doesn't matter. With this knowledge, you can really change, but you can do it for yourself. Nobody can do it for you. That is the secret. And this is one I always quote, just like a roaring fire reduces its fuel to ashes. Imagine a fire, you put some fuel in, it reduces all the fuel into ashes. The fire of your realization of the truth reduces all your karma to ashes. That is what, you see, you will sow what you reap. By knowledge, what will you do? You will stop producing the same mistakes, obstacles. You will climb over your obstacles instead of burying yourself in fear and misery. You will jump over them. You will change. And as you change, your circumstances will change, won't they? Oh, can I tell you this little DVD a little video somebody sent me yesterday on YouTube. It was about this blind man, and he had a tin, and it says, "I am blind, please help." So, did you get that? It was from Lisa, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's quite cute, right?
Lovely, yeah.
So, People pass, they give him a few coins. Very few people pass, give him a few coins. Then suddenly you got this lady in black with the dark glasses and high heels, and she walks by, picks up his board, writes something on it, puts it down, and walks away. And suddenly you see all these people coming, putting lots and lots and lots and lots of coins in his, and he's collecting so many, and he's doing like this. So when the lady comes back in the evening, he touches her shoes and he recognizes it's her. And he goes, "What did you write on my board?" And she wrote on his board, she changed the word, she said, "It is a beautiful day, but I can't," in big letters, "see it." So you see how words change people's actions, just like this. One sounds like self-pity. "I am blind, please." Right? And the other's "beautiful day, positive. I can't see it." "Oh, you can't see it? You're my brother. I want you to see. I want to help you to see it." Do you see? Human nature likes uplifting. I thought it was such a clever thing. Such a clever video. It's very true of life. It's how we see ourselves. Poor me syndrome. People feel poor me, and some reason the soul doesn't go close. Really odd how that happens. Really odd, but the soul knows, even though we don't know it here. But of course, the more you get close to your soul, the more instinct you have. You become more instinctive. So watch for that. That's the wonderful, wonderful gift you get from these practices. Undoubtedly, there is nothing in the world that so purifies you as awakening of true knowing. Whoever rises up through yoga, in time realizes this truth in his or her own heart. And the qualification, and rising up in yoga means uniting to your spiritual self. That's all it means. The real you, while you're living, not when you die. You won't have a body to unite to. So unite your personality, your human personality with your spirit. What did you say, Rick?
No, it's funny, you said, no, it's simple, you don't have a body to unite to. And that's so funny, it's true, if you die, body gone.
Yeah, no more body.
No,
You can't,
no.
you know, we were given this opportunity to enjoy what we have with great love with everybody else. You know, you can taste so long as you don't get. But the double-edged sword is don't become addicted.
That's too much.
Yes. That's the double-edged sword of spirituality. That's the paradox. Because when you do it, you enjoy everything so much. The danger is falling from this razor's edge, because you love everything so much more, is to do too much. And then get attached again. And then you fall again. So it's fun. Your whole life will be a challenge. You know, people think, "Oh, when is it going to happen?" I go, it's work all your life, but what better work than see yourself getting happy every year? Is there anything better you can do? No better work. So what work do you want to do? Get a job? Work 9 to 5, not 9 to 8, which is good, and then have nothing in your life, and at the end of your days, what have you done? Nothing. Neither your job, or people who work all their lives get fired and don't know what to do, and they retire, they don't know what to do with their lives. They're absolutely bored stiff. They've never worked with themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't even know what they like anymore. They don't even know what they like. I mean, 60, 70 years, don't even know what they like. 60, 70 years, desperate to find a meaning to life. How scary is that? And they tell me, what have I done with my life? So don't waste time, do it now. But even then, it's never too late. The next 60, 70, maybe you have 20, 30 years, we don't know. At least enjoy it. Don't worry so much of what you wasted. Start enjoying today. So you're worrying too much about what you wasted, you're not going to live today. No point. And that's how you burn your karma, you see? By changing your attitude. Change the words. Change your mind. If you can't meditate, don't worry. Just work on that all day long. Change the attitude. Because of ignorance, some people have no sincere belief. Anyone who has sincere belief and devotion and takes control of his senses will rise to this wisdom, which in turn leads to the realization of profound peace. Your gift will be profound peace. Your gift, that's your gift. Because of ignorance, some people have no sincere belief and are constantly skeptical. They are ruined. A mind like that is unhappy in the present and in the future. Because if you're always doubting, always skeptical, what is that? Skeptical, what kind of thoughts will you have? I don't trust, I don't believe. So you're never here or there. You're nowhere. So all your life is skeptical and you're in trouble and that's it. How can you be happy? There's no peace. There's no peace in the skeptical mind. If you're skeptical, ask questions. You don't like something, find out. Read, study, learn for yourself. Never take anything I say or anybody says to you for granted. Feel it here. Study yourself. Know for yourself. Never stop asking questions till all your answers. You'll get your answers. There'll come a day when you're so tired of asking questions and you'll just sit and you'll say, you know what? I have so much information. I've done so many things. Now it's time to just sit with this information and stop looking for information, but make life your book. Study life. Study people. Study what they're like. Look at their eyes. Look at their personalities. Learn about them. It's very interesting, you know. It's a fabulous job I have. I meet some incredible human beings. Many times they don't know it. They don't know how wonderful they are many times, you know. I'm shocked they have so much talent. I go, what? You speak 5 languages, you do this. I can't do any of that. If I had your talent, I'd be screaming and using it. What do you do with it? And you're feeling sorry for yourself? Oh my God, you're so blessed. So many talents. You're so rich. Enjoy it, share it. But you're so busy thinking about the money that you can't enjoy what you have. You love playing the guitar, but it doesn't bring in money, so you lose that gift. Maybe if you start playing the guitar and relax a bit, the money will come. You don't dance. What are you sending out to the world? Just work hard, do well, take a little playtime. You know, take it easy, but don't be lazy. That's what my master always used to say. Don't be lazy, but take it easy. And we forget to take it easy. We get so wrapped up. So, if you dedicate all your actions so your work becomes karma yoga, all remaining doubts will be destroyed in the fire of your awakening. At this point, all bondage falls away and you remain poised in the true self. End of chapter 4.
Did you do 40?
No,
You
42.
missed 40.
Oh, sorry, I missed one more.
You missed 40, yeah.
No, 41.
I missed
42.
I got profound Peter up to
skeptical. Yes, I finished skeptical. I didn't do 42. Thank you.
Yeah.
With the keen blade of knowledge. Oh, look at this. I love this. If you can imagine this. With a keen blade of knowledge, sever. Imagine this sword in your hand. We have Goddess Durga, which is an Indian goddess who has she's riding on this tiger. And this is the symbolic thing about Goddess Durga. She's riding on this tiger with a big sword. And everybody goes, what a weird goddess you have. With a sword and riding on a lion. On a tiger. No fear. And the sword to sever any doubts due to ignorance. If you're in doubt, it's probably because you haven't understood that you may still hold about the Atman. Any doubts you may have about the Atman is your soul. Sever those doubts. I mean, how many times do you have to know? How many times do you have to be told, we're going to die one day, so what are you? Who inhabits the body? What's inhabiting your body? Who are you really? Are you really this one? Am I Nalanie? Rubbish. Nalanie is only for whatever years it has. It's a personality given to me to be able to participate on earth. I probably asked to participate. But the real Nalanie will die. I mean, this fake Nalanie will die, be cremated and burnt and ashes thrown in the sea. You know, gone. Then who am I when Nalanie is gone? Who am I? That's the question we have to keep asking ourselves. We always forget to ask that question. No more body, who are you? If you're so attached to only living all the time with your likes and dislikes, you will never get to see your attachments, you will never get to see who you are. So that's why I spend time in quiet, studying. Yeah, you know what? I'm really soul. Hey, you know, I'm really soul. And soul is energy. And energy can occupy more space than the body. So while I'm alive, I want to occupy more nice space. You can feel energies. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be warned when danger's approaching so that I don't fall into the trap. I don't be so busy with being low energy so every problem comes to me in the bad way. Do you understand? So you build up your energy. Because soul energy can build up. And you know, so many people recently, it's been really nice to hear, with the practice, right, have told me, you know, Nalanie, this thing was going to happen. And even though I was attracted to this thing that was going to happen to me, either a job or a partner or whatever, something in me, there was a voice that said, stay away. I couldn't understand. First time in my life it's happened. You know, so many people said that recently. I just knew it wasn't the right one for me. I just knew it. And guess what? I could have easily fallen. But I didn't. And thank God. Because it would have been the wrong job for me. It would have been the wrong partner for me. It's interesting how they're protected. More and more I see this. More and more. Shanti was talking about, you know, some monetary protection. And this month, of all the months, all her insurances are up. And they're a bit tight this month, you know. I wonder, you know, she's talking to me about lunchtime. Can I say it? You sure?
That's fine.
And she gets a phone call from her husband. She's just talking about it. She said, but I have so much. She's telling me how much faith she has. Because you know what? It always gets sorted. Phone rings. This lunchtime, her husband calls her. Guess what? We've got an inheritance from my dad. They already got the inheritance 2 years ago when they were neat. Like the red car she drives was from her father-in-law. She really needed a car. And all the other siblings, so we have our car, you can have it. So nice, right? Because she's so nice to everyone. She loves them, she cares for them, she cares about her own. The good you do really comes back to you. I really had to start laughing. Listen, you know, I said, there's your insurance page. She said, you know, I'm really loved. I said, what? The universe loves you because you love you. You know, she's getting so herself without people pleasing, getting strong with it. The other day somebody treated her badly. She said, you know what? I didn't appreciate that you did that. I was so impressed. She would have never said that years ago. But she said it with so much love, they couldn't say anything, they had to keep quiet. Because it was said truthfully with love. She wasn't going to let somebody get away with something wrong. You see, that's the discrimination. That's the strength. You see all the great leaders? They were not weaklings. They said the truth. They said the truth, but they said it with so much love. And that's the secret. And you can only do that when you have so much faith and so much love. But today was just it's quick. Worry. 2 minutes later it was over. It wasn't even worry. It was just, I'm always going to be sorted out. So I don't know why I'm dwelling in this. I had to laugh. I said, look at this, how it works. So, sever any ignorance that you may hold on about the spirit, about the true self, which abides, which lives in your own heart. Your heart. I know for me. You have to know for you in your very own heart. And thus, well established in yoga. Stand up, Arjuna. Arjuna had to fight a war. He had to fight a war. And he's saying, now that you know you're just spirit, you're not fighting because you want to hurt anyone. Don't be such a weakling. You have to fight because this war has come to you. You don't want this war. It's come to you. So how should you fight? With the knowledge that you are spirit. Everybody is spirit. Your enemies are spirit, but they don't know it. Unfortunately, to protect your people, to protect those you love, you're not going to say, oh, I'm a good person. My master used to say, he said, if you're in a room, you know, because somebody asked him about non-violence and ahimsa, you know, that's our teaching. He said, if you're in a room, he asked this gentleman who asked him the question, and you have your wife and your children all surrounding you, and somebody comes in with a gun and threatens your whole family, and you know you can get hold of a gun, what would you do? It's non-violence. Oh, so you allow them to kill your whole family. Is that non-violent? So you get your gun, shoot him on the leg at least to disarm him. Save your family. You let 5 or 6 people die. It's your duty. He said, maybe you do a monk sitting up in a mountain and they want to shoot you. Maybe that would be your reaction. Because that family is not your responsibility. Do you see? You have to know where you are in life. That karma came to you. You didn't want it. Does he want to hurt the person who wants to kill all his family? No. What is his intention? To protect. And if he didn't protect all his family, what would people say? Forget what will people say. It's already happening in our world. There'll be more criminals around and keep shooting other people continuously. It's happening because we keep allowing these situations of gun laws and money again, greed, till we put a stop to it.